Hey, what's up, guys? I'm doing a special video. I'm doing a little story time video about how I broke my arm. It was some people are gonna think, hey, this is boring, and that's fine. I don't really care if you think it's boring. I mean, you could go watch a different video. You could either go watch one of my other videos. You could go watch, I don't know, Ninja. You could watch him. You could watch anyone, really. I'm just saying. This might sound boring, but I think it's pretty good. Basically, I broke my arm in in second grade, and that's not very good because in second grade you're not really supposed to break your arm. I mean, you're not supposed to break your arm at all, but I'm saying, like, in second grade it wasn't very good. So, you know, recess outside, we'd have the play structures and all that, and there'd be this one play structure where it's like a little grapple hook. It's not really a grapple hook. It's like you kind of just hold on to the bar and it'll slide you across. And a lot of kids liked that play structure, and I liked it too. And I was on that play structure. And you know, the recess staff outside to guard or like watch the kids at recess, they said go to their lines, because you know we'd have our lines and our teachers would be there, be like in lines and all that, and then you would go to the line, go back to class, and I don't know, do math or something like that. You know, just do classwork and all that. But I was having a lot of fun, so I decided I'll do it like maybe 2 or 1 more time. And I was like, they're kind of already doing it really fast. I might as well just do it 1 more time. And I guess you know what this is leading to. I did it. I was in second grade, so I wasn't very tall. So, you know, I couldn't really get my finger over there, and most of the time I'd either have to jump or I'd have to, like, you know, lean really far out, and it was kind of far. It was like a little bit farther than just the start of it. Most of the time I'd be able to do it, but it was like kind of far out, so it was like 1/4 over to the other side, and I was like, ah, shoot. And so I was reaching, and then I thought I got it, but then my finger was on it, but I didn't have a good grip of it because my finger was on it. It wasn't my hand. And so then I fell on my back, and I guess I don't know how this works. I thought my back would have broken. Like, after the story, I thought, wait, why didn't my back get broken? Why did my left arm get broken? Well, I think because of the impact, it like I don't know, the impact of the fall was on my back to the point where like it broke my left arm or something. I don't know why, but I don't know. That I think that's how it works, to be honest. All I remember is the story. I don't really remember why. I don't really remember the reason why that happened. All I know is that probably because of the impact on my back when I fell. But you know, I was a second grader, so when I was in second grade, you kind of get hurt really easily, but you could, like, sometimes you could handle the pain, and then sometimes it'd be just too much pain to the point where, you know, it wasn't good. And it wasn't really like that. It was like I hit my back and it didn't really hurt, but then I tried to get up, and this is the part where it kind of, it's not really scary, but like you know, just kind of weird, you know. So, you know, as a classic thing you would do if you broke your arm is your arm would kind of limp. It wouldn't, you wouldn't really be able to push anything with that arm because it would limp. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you in a minute. I'll tell you how it didn't. I'll tell you how I was still able to push things after I broke my arm. So I broke my arm, and you know, I told my teacher, and a lot of kids say, "Oh, I broke my leg," and it was really just like, you know, maybe like a hit, like they fell down and hit their leg. Look, I'm kind of intelligent, okay? When I was born, I was like, I think 2 weeks after I was born, I was rolling on the bed. I was rolling on my parents' bed. So yeah, not really a normal thing. So, you know, I'm kind of intelligent. So when I felt the pain, on my left arm, to where it was broken, I was like, this don't feel like no normal hit. And then I realized, I think I broke my arm. Most time I would get a couple hits to the arms, you know. And you know, I wouldn't really be like, hey, you know, I broke my arm. No, I'd usually just, you know, be like, ow, this hurts. So I'm not really the person that usually says I broke something. I'm usually just the person that's like, ow, it hurts, but I'm fine. But in that moment, I did not feel fine. In that moment, I was not feeling the normal pain you would feel when you get hit in the arm. You know, I was kind of a troublemaker in school, so I would usually get a couple hits because I was trying to fight someone or something. So this didn't feel like you got punched in the arm or anything. This felt like if you broke something. And I've never broken anything until this story. So, you know, second grade me is like, I think I broke something. And I started just crying. My friend kind of asked what was wrong. I didn't even have the time to really tell him. I just said, leave me alone. And that's something that doesn't really happen a lot in my school. They'll either tell you to leave me alone if they're not holding their arm. And yes, I was literally saying, leave me alone, while I was holding my arm while it was limping. I couldn't really even move my arm. I could move my shoulder to a point where I could like lift up my arm, but like I couldn't move my hand. Now, that sounds like if I broke my wrist or something. No, if you break your arm, you can't really move your hand. And that sounds kind of scary. But it's not bad. I mean, it is bad, but like I'm saying, it's if anyone that hears this has their arm break or something, don't get surprised when you can't really move your hand. You could kind of slightly move it, but barely, and it'll hurt a lot. I'm just saying, if you get to this part, don't try to like move it a lot. Just let it limp, okay? Just let it sit there, do what it's doing. But anyways, back to the story, the main part. Yeah, so I went to my teacher. We were going down the hallway, and I was like, I don't really want to say my teacher's name because, you know, they use their last name for their Miss something or Mr. something. So I'll just say hold on. Okay, I'll just say what's a good name? I don't know. Let's just say Miss Allison, okay? Because I don't really have any other, like, name I could really choose here. But yeah, I asked my teacher, I told my teacher, I need to go to the office. We didn't call it infirmary or anything like that. We just called it the office. Because it was this big office, and it'd have this little part of the office where you would go if, like, you were injured or something. And I said, I said, Miss Allison, or teacher, I need to go to the office badly. I think I broke my arm. And she said, she was like, I think you're fine, just I think you're good. And I actually, it hurt so much that I couldn't really cry. But then, because I felt the pain for a while, I started crying, and she saw my arm limping and me holding my arm while crying, so she was like, alright, go to the office. She didn't stutter like that, but she was like, alright, go to the office. And, yeah. So I went to the office, my mom picked me up, and I went to, I went to the hospital, and I got this thing called a soft cast, okay? It's basically this pre-made cast you have to wear for like 3 to 4 days, maybe 2. If you're lucky, probably 2, but mostly 3 or 4. So I got my soft cast, and they have you go into the room where you are gonna get your cast at, but they don't just give it to you. They actually have to, like, I don't really know what happened, because I was tired. And why do I say I was tired? Not because I have to wake up for school at 7 or 8 a.m. No, I was tired because I think they injected my arm with, like, not my left arm, not the arm I broke, no, my right arm, so it wasn't painful. They, like, injected my right arm with, like, I think, like, I don't know, some sleeping medicine where it makes you go sleep. And I'm telling you, you cannot resist that. There's, like, if you've been tired because you have to wake up for school at, like, 7 or 8 a.m., maybe less or maybe more, you are already tired enough. And I'm guessing some people that go to school will probably say, yep, that's how it is. You're already tired. You honestly don't even want to be there. You might as well just, like, you kind of just want to skip this class, unless you're a person that loves school. I wasn't really a person that loved school. I'm lazy. Right now, I'm not really that lazy, but when I was in 2nd grade, I was pretty lazy. I didn't really feel like doing things. I'd probably go sleep a lot, you know, do, like, things that, like, a lazy or tired person would do. So because I had to wake up for school and I was already tired, you know, I because of the sleeping medicine, it made me literally go to sleep in like 10 seconds, maybe 15, 5, I don't know, 7. I'm telling you, if you've woken up at 7 or 8 and then, like, broke your arm at like 10 or 9, maybe like 11 or 12, there's no way you can resist going to sleep after taking the medicine and being tired from going to school. So anyways, yeah, I was asleep, and when I woke up, I actually had a dream where it was like it was all black, but it was like colorful neon lights. If that makes sense. It's basically, I don't know how to explain it. It was like squares, but it was like neon lights and stuff. It was weird. It was a weird dream, but even though it was a weird dream, what was I saying? Oh, even though it was a weird dream, I still Well, I'm just gonna get to the important part, okay? I woke up, and all of a sudden I was seeing double. It wasn't like if I was dizzy, it was like if like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, if you were, I don't really know, but I was like seeing double. I was like, I could barely even talk, to be honest. I was like kind of mumbling, but like the doctors and my parents could like kind of hear what I was saying. It was not very good. But then after a while, I looked down, I got my soft cast because, you know, they did it while I was asleep. And then a couple days later, I got my hard cast, which is like a metal type of, it's not really metal, but it's like this type of metal type of thing, I guess. It's not like metal where it hurts, it's like kind of metal where like, I don't know. But it was like a type of metal type of thing. And it would replace the soft cast. So they would unravel the soft cast or take off the soft cast, then put on the hard cast. And no, I didn't have to go back to sleep for the hard cast. All I had to do was just sit there and tell them what colors I wanted and what stuff, you know. And so yeah. I'm dying right now in Minecraft. Okay, so hold up. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So no, all I had to tell him was what color I wanted for it, and stuff like that. And I guess you could say I was popular, but I wasn't really like popular to a point where like everyone wanted to hang out with me. I was just like the kind of person that just like, you know, kind of just sat by myself or I'd mostly sit next to my friends, actually. I'm not gonna say our names because, you know, I don't really feel like I want to say our names in a YouTube video. But yeah, I mostly just talking to my friends. So it was kind of weird when a whole bunch of like your classmates and a whole bunch of kids in the hallway and stuff all of a sudden, like I would have markers because my mom said I was gonna get my cast signed by a lot of people probably, and I said all right. And you know, she told me if they say, hey, can I sign your cast? Just give them one of the markers and stuff. And so I had a black, a light gray, and a gold. I liked the black and the gold. Those were two good ones. It was like Sharpies. So black wasn't really that special because, you know, black is like the main Sharpie color. But I liked the gold as well because it was like, it wasn't really gold where it's like sparkling. It was just like, you know, kind of type of like, it was just normal gold. It wasn't really like sparkling or bright or something. It was just, you know, plain gold color, I guess. But yeah. So, I'm guessing you know that went. Basically, a lot of kids in the hallway at lunchtime, you know, during class, or after a assignment, they'd walk up to me and be like, "Hey, can I sign your cast?" So I had a lot of names on my cast of the people that signed it, or you know, just stuff they put. They didn't put anything appropriate or inappropriate. It was just like their names or, you know, little like smiley face or picture or something. But yeah, so yeah, and then I think like 6 or 9, maybe 8 or 7 months later, I was kind of scared because my mom, she told me they were gonna use a saw, okay? And it was, trust me, it wasn't a saw where like it can cut your arm off. No, I didn't have my arm cut off. I literally just had it I just had the cast taken off, and my arm was back to normal. It wasn't limping. I was just like able to move it. It had a lot of metal like marks on it though. You know when you like have a Lego on your arm for a long time and like leaves an indent kinda? but it goes away after a while. It was kind of like that. It went away after a while, you know, even though it was on there for like 6+ months. But yeah, it was a special type of saw that would cut off like casts and stuff, you know, for people's legs. Like not cut off their legs. I mean like cut off casts for whatever they got a cast for. Like if they got a cast for a leg, they would cut off the cast once person's good with the saw. Actually, when I got my arm cast taken off, I saw a person. I saw a person. What? Oh, I was confused by noise. What? Oh, I saw a person in there actually have a cast on a leg, and I was like kind of just like, you know, talking to them or waving at them or something. When I left, I kind of waved at them. I was like, thanks, doctor, or something like that. You know, I was kind of happy that I had an offer after that. I had a but there was this cloth underneath the cast, the metal like hard cast. So I was sleeping one night and it kind of rubbed. It like the cloth was on the outside too. It wasn't on the whole entire outside. It was like on the edges. So I kind of, cause they didn't want you cutting like the edge of your. They didn't want to cut like half of your arm, like the half of your arm. That's like they didn't want to cut it with the metal, so they put cloth and stuff and it didn't rip through. And yeah, so, and I was sleeping, you know, the cloth kind of rubbed on my arm, and most of the time after I got my cast taken off, I had a mark, but now I don't. It's just like 2 red dots. Yeah. But anyways, and I've told that story for a long time. I mean, I either ask, hey, you want the long version or the short version? They're like, I'll have the long version of the story, and I'm like, okay. So then I tell them what I told you guys, or if they want the short version, I just tell them the most important parts, really. You know, just in case if they need to know why not to do that. But yeah. So that's my little special story time. About how I broke my arm in 2nd grade. Yeah, 2nd grade. I'm guessing a lot of people probably relate to breaking their arms or their body parts, you know. Like someone, I'm guessing, broke their leg, or someone broke their arm or something. But anyways, yeah, that's my story for how I had my arm broken in 2nd grade. So yeah. Yeah, so hope you guys enjoy. If you got to this part, I would really appreciate, you know, if you subscribed. You know, I know it's a long story, so if you did get to this part, I would appreciate if you subscribed. It would help the channel a lot, actually. You know, it's like it's a free thing. You don't really have to really do anything. If you don't really have an account, then you'll probably have to sign in to like an account or something, or make an account. But yeah, I'd really appreciate if you subscribed to my channel. I don't, you know, I guess, I don't know, I guess comment if like you've ever broken a body part, like your leg or your arm. And I've seen those comments that you guys comment. Don't worry, I haven't clicked your link, okay? You guys need to stop doing that. It's really annoying. Actually, my friend, he clicked on that link, and I don't even, I would probably get demonetized for what he saw, so I'm not even gonna say it. Just stop. You know who you are. You know what you're doing. Don't. Stop doing that. That's really annoying. I haven't clicked it, but my friend has, and he's told me why or what it does. Don't do it. It's really annoying. Okay, I'm not trying to say I hate you or anything. I'm just saying, please don't do that. That's really annoying. But anyways, yeah, I'd appreciate if you subscribe. I guess like if you want. Subscribing is free. Don't really have to do anything, except for just tap the red subscribe button. And hold up, I'm dying real quick. But anyways, yeah. So, anyways, appreciate if you subscribe. May support the channel. Like, I guess if you want. I don't really care if you like. I'm fine if you. I mean, I don't really care if you like or subscribe. I'm just saying it would help the channel, you know. So, anyways, yeah. Comment if you've like broken a body part before. Don't comment your dumb link that you guys keep on commenting. And yeah. So anyways, guess I'll end the video on top of my tower right here. Yeah. Here we go, I guess. Alright, well,